And this is something you want to see because this is something you and your little ones, as I mentioned earlier, can do together. You can decorate some fun Halloween cupcakes for Halloween, which is tomorrow. Cheryl Kirby from Smiley Tree Bakery is going to show us how. Look at these cupcakes. If we can get a closer shot of the detail. I mean, these are fantastic.
Thank you. Well, it's like playing with Play-Doh, basically. I'm told I'm a big kid in the kitchen just playing with Play-Doh.
You love what you do, and
I
it
do.
shows.
I enjoy it. I enjoy it very much.
So which ones are we going to make today?
Well, the first one we're going to start with is the little pumpkin patch. The little one here with the grass. Yep.
Okay.
And to start out with, well, here, I'm going to have you roll some balls. Okay. So we'll do a large one.
Okay.
If you just want to roll that into a ball, and then I'll have you do a small one, too.
All right, making a pumpkin here.
Yeah. So just basically just roll it up.
Okay. Well, what do I cook, I don't bake. I know that as weird as that sounds, I attempt to bake. So maybe you can teach me and maybe some of you guys a thing or two today.
Well, there you go. Okay, so anytime you, with the fondant or with even your buttercream, I use these different gel colors, and you know, pick the colors that you want, fill up your bag. This is a little tip. 233 if you're looking for the tip. It has a whole bunch of little holes in it, and then you literally just squeeze like this.
Joe loves to put on icing, just FYI, so when he's in the kitchen next time, you might want to let him
have him do that. So you can just quickly kind of like, I mean, and it can be messy, and
Joe makes a mess with icing, and that's why
so this would have been a good job for him. Yeah. All right, so you've got your little grassy spot there.
My pumpkin is definitely not perfect, which I know pumpkins aren't perfect, but yours looks pretty perfect over here.
Well, thank you.
So I'm not sure that mine should go on the pumpkin. Maybe yours should.
Hey, when I went pumpkin searching, none of them, they all looked a little bit like real pumpkins, so there you go. Okay, so I have a whole little handy-dandy toolkit here. I'll give you this one.
Okay.
And I'm going to use this one. If you don't have it at home, you can use a toothpick. It works just as well.
And where do you get a little handy-dandy toolkit
like I got mine at Michael's. I get a lot of stuff at Michael's.
Okay, we love the folks at Michael's. We have them on the show all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get a lot of cake decorating stuff.
And it's just a cupcake cake decorating kit?
It's in the cake decorating aisle, and they have a lot more different kinds, but this has
all kinds of stuff.
And I've kind of collected more in there over the years.
Okay.
But put a little hole. Just put a hole in the middle.
And the top?
Yep.
Okay.
And then take that out. Oh. And I'm going to let you use this one. I will use the toothpicks I can show at home. You're going to use this little edge.
All right.
And you're just going to kind of go like this down the side.
Oh.
And do it over, you know, a couple times till you get those little ridges. Keep going. It's going to look kind of funky the first time.
Okay.
So then, that's looking good though.
Not too bad. Okay.
And then you just go around again, so then it kind of starts to flatten out.
I think you're just being nice.
So
I do not have a career as a baker.
All right. No, it's looking good. It's looking good.
It looks like a round orange
All right, it
ball.
just takes practice.
Oh, okay. Yours is way better. Can I just draw the lines in it, or is that going to mess the fondant up?
Yeah, you can just kind of line it and just kind of go through.
All right, well, while you're doing that, I'm going to keep practicing on this pumpkin.
All right, and so then the stem is just some little brown, I just take a little piece of brown fondant, roll it up, and you already put that hole in there, so I just push it down on there, so you've got the top part. Take a little green piece, and make sure if you're ever working with fondant, you always keep it wrapped because it'll dry out pretty quick. So.
Okay, that's a good tip.
And then this one, I just pinch a piece of the green fondant. You can take your toothpick again, put a little line there, push it in here, and then you've got your little leaf. And then if you want to, you can make well, you probably need a little bit more than that. Okay. Squeeze it and just roll out a nice thin,
it's so perfect,
long strip, and then roll around your toothpick for that the vine.
So yeah, I mean, it's fun to do with your kids, but kids are going to need some help with this stuff for sure. Okay, maybe we'll put your other pumpkin on there because mine's not looking so good, but I'm going to keep practicing over here. And this is how your little pumpkin will look. And we have one more you can put on there. Check it out. Perfect. Okay, so when we come back, we're going to make another one of the cupcakes. What are we going to do?
Maybe we'll work on the ghost next.
Okay, that sounds fun. So you can get the recipe step by step on how to decorate these on fox10tv.com. It's on our Studio 10 page.
We are back with Cheryl from Smiley Tree Bakery, and I really think that you are not just someone who makes cupcakes. I think you're a cupcake artist, because what you do is very impressive. We've got some great cupcakes right here that we've been showing you throughout the morning, and we're going to do some more right now. What are we working on this time, Cheryl?
Okay, well, this one we're going to do, it's the dirt cupcake. A lot of times you see them. Some people use cookie crumbs. I use cake crumbs and just use the extra chocolate, excuse me. And anyway, I'm going to have you use our dark melt. This is actually the frosting for our melting witch, but I'm going to have you just pipe that on.
Just pipe it on?
Yep, however you want to, because you're going to coat it in chocolate.
So the first time that I did this, I was squeezing from the bottom, and that's what Cherish was referring to. That was my ultimate cupcake disaster. All right, so we just got some on, and
so you're going to take the cake crumb, and you can either dip it in there, or you can just sprinkle it on top. It's up to you.
Dipping might be
a little
less
cleaner.
messy.
Yeah.
And can I dip and twist?
Yeah.
That's also a new dance move that I've been working on. It's called the dip and twist. All right, so there we go. Not bad so far.
Now you've got your dirt part, and so now we're going to do the ghost for the top. So I'm just going to roll a little ball.
Sure.
I'm going to take a little bit more, and this is a little fondant roller. You can get them in all sorts of different sizes, but this one is great for the little detailed stuff.
Wow.
I'm going to take...
You've got lots of tools.
I do. A lot of them come in handy. Like I was saying before, this is an herb mixer, but I use it to cut strips of fondant. So you can use a lot of things from your kitchen that aren't even fondant tools. Okay, so we're going to stretch that out and just kind of place it over our little ball. Kind of form it however you want. So you've got a little ghost. And these are very, very handy. They're actually food coloring pins. So you can write and do decorations. So we're going to put two little eyes.
Can you eat the pen afterwards?
Well, you maybe. I don't know if you'd want to do that. But. So you've got that little ghost. We've got the other one here. And then we'll just put them on top. Oop, without dropping them. Put them on top of there.
Yay!
You got your ghost in, and I'm just going to keep dropping them.
That is awesome. Very cool. Easy. And so the great thing about this segment today, guys, is you can go back and watch this and learn, and you can do some of these things with your kids if you want, or do them for yourself if you're getting ready for a Halloween party, or they can just stop by Smiley Tree Bakery and pick some of these up.
Yes.
All right. Where are you guys located?
We are in Foley, across from Walmart, off of 59. We actually, are now by order bakery. We did close the cafe part, so you can always call us, check our, Facebook or our website, and but we're always, taking orders. So.
All right. So if you want to pick some of these up, make your call very soon, because Halloween is tomorrow.
Yes.
All right, so a good time to get on the phone and order up some cupcakes, or watch this video and learn how to make them yourself. Michael White, I know you'll be doing that all night long.
Making cupcakes?
Of course. Yeah.
Those are so darn cute.
But I shouldn't eat them, because we all know where that goes, right there.
But you don't want to eat them because they're so cute.
Yeah, they're good-looking cupcakes, but I mean, truth be told, though, at the end of the day, it's still a cupcake. Cupcakes are meant to be eaten, yes.
Or looked at when they look like that. Look how cute they are, the little witch legs. Oh, precious. Okay, so we're going to make another cupcake in just a few minutes. Right now, though, we're going to take a look at the weather. Welcome back. It's nice having you with us on Studio 10 this morning. Cheryl Kirby is also with us from Smiley Tree Bakery. Yes. Now, before we go into this, I want to ask you about Smiley. Where does Smiley in your name come from?
Stands for See How Much I Love You. And my grandfather used to leave that everywhere for my grandmother. So we came down and put it in their name. They were bakers. They baked and did all sorts of things.
So I'm sure you used to bake with them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and eat their leftover goodies and,
Well, but lick the pot, right?
Yeah.
I remember doing that. My mama would bake her Mexican pecan candy. Ooh, I was the first one over out of all my cousins to get to lick the pot.
It was the pound cake crumbs that I remember. It was always their famous pound cake, yeah.
We all have that one thing, right? Don't you have something you remember? Oh, yeah, I remember my grandmother making this or that. Okay, we digress. We are going to make some cupcakes this morning for Halloween. Now, Joe did a pretty good job, I must say, on the ghost cupcake. I didn't do so well on the pumpkin cupcake. These are not my pumpkins that we're showing, or that there we go. Yeah, my pumpkin's right back there. We just put him back.
Great. It was your first pumpkin. I think it looks great.
Thank you. You're just being very nice. So what are we going to make this time?
Okay, the witch. This is my favorite. We have the two different versions, the melting witch basically, where you have the frosting kind of melting out, and then you have the smash witch, which is the upside down cupcake on that, which is really easy. I love that one. That was probably one of my favorites. And you just do the legs and puts the cupcake right on top.
And then green icing on top?
Yeah, and you can do even the melting one, you can do them in any colors. I happen to have gray on hand, and it looked kind of witchy. So.
Okay, so, all right, well, with this one, what do we need?
The hat, the witch's hat, like this one, we're going to, really, and like earlier, part of the problem too with that fondant is, I meant to tell you, is really knead it well. And a lot of times if your fondant has little creases in it, you just need to keep rolling it or just keep kneading it and get it softer. So we get it in a ball. Good tip. Just kind of twist the top to that point. Take this little tool.
And you can get this toolkit at Michael's. We learned that earlier.
And you can use all sorts of things at home too. Like I said, I have lots of tools that aren't even fondant kits. I'm gonna try to do this quickly. So just kind of roll out the sides. I'm going to use this little cutter, so that way we have a nice flat edge. And you could leave it like that too. You could just leave it kind of wavy if you wanted to. Okay. So then I just pinch off this top part to give it that little witchy look and kind of twist that.
Okay.
So we're going to make a band real quick.
My producer's telling us we're running out of time, so we may have to come back and show you guys what it looks like. But
I just cut a band, I wrapped it around, put it on top. We've got the little legs. And the legs are just, you roll them out, then wrap them with a little bit of red.
All made with fondant.
Yep, all with fondant. And then we just put the little melting witch. I'll just do this really fast. Let's stick the legs in. And normally I would have little feet on there, but I didn't get the feet made. So.
And we'll show you all three together when we come back. So cute.
For my monster from his slab began to rise.